I'm Joanne Jones. I'm the charge nurse on the 4th floor at Shoals Hospital. I love my job. I have a few tips today on interviewing. I've interviewed people in the past for job positions, employment, and have noticed different things. First thing, when you come in for an interview, being flexible is extremely important. People that interview want to know that you will be able to be available when they really need you. That's why they're hiring you in the first place. Big tips that I have, first one is cell phones. Put your cell phone in the car. Leave it in the car. Turn it off. Give it to somebody else. Just don't have it with you. Texting while you're interviewing does not really impress a person that would be hiring you. Another one is dress. People tend to dress a little differently now, and professional dress has changed a lot over the years. Professional dress would not be, say, leggings and a little top or shorts, ratty sneakers. I think that it's more what I would call Sunday dress. That would be the best type thing to wear for an interview. Smile, don't chew gum. That is really distracting, and people don't tend to really like trying to listen to you over the gum chomping like that. So that's another thing that I think would be very important not to do. Just be your best, be yourself, shine, show who you are, and that you'll be an asset. Sell yourself. Show these people that you will be an asset. Let them know that you will do a good job just by the first meeting. And that's pretty much it.
Hey guys, this is Marissa from the Sally Beauty Supply Store in Florence. I'm the manager here. This is Anthony, my assistant manager, and we're just going to talk to y'all a little bit about the interview process we do. I'm going to talk to you about your references. Whenever you come and bring an application in, make sure your references know that you put them down. We've called some people and they asked why in the world did they give me as a reference for them. Anthony's going to tell us some about being on time.
We've had a couple of people that we scheduled for interviews. When a manager or anyone schedules you for an interview, it's normally within a time that they allotted to make sure they can get the interview done and make sure everything goes smoothly. So we always like to see someone show up at least 5-10 minutes early for the interview. Just make sure you're not an hour early, because once again that's out of the interview frame and they may not be able to get it done.
And one of my favorite questions that we ask in the interview is, what is the thing you remember the most about getting in trouble for in high school? That's my favorite question because we get some really funny responses. So make sure the things you do in high school, if you don't want to tell your future employer about them, don't do them. But come and make sure y'all apply here. We hire a lot and we turn in applications to other stores. And it was nice talking to y'all. Thanks.
I'm Dana and I'm assistant manager at Burger King.
My name is Michelle. I'm a team trainer.
You never needed to.
My name is Maya. I'm an assistant manager at Burger King as well.
Today we're going to give you some tips on how you should act and dress at your first interview.
Always come prepared. Don't have long fingernails, fingernail polish, guys, wash your facial hair. Always have a very positive attitude.
And one of the questions I ask at an interview is, what are some of your good qualities and some of your qualities you need to work on?
My name is Sarah Bates, and I'm the owner of Sassy and Classy Boutique in Florence, Alabama. And some things I would talk about that are important when interviewing for a job are cell phones. They're a major problem here with my employees. And when you're at work, you do not need to be on your cell phone. My big thing is, don't be on your phone at all unless you're communicating with me about a customer's needs at the store. Another thing that is a problem here sometimes is when you're scheduled to work, being on time, not finding excuses for why you can't work the day you're scheduled. Because another thing would be not asking off immediately. When you start a job, it's never a good thing to ask your boss to have your birthday off, vacation time off. It's usually better to work a little while before you start requesting a vacation. Those are just a few things that I have issues with here at Sassy and Classy. So those are some pointers when you're out interviewing for jobs.
Well, my name is Polaris Murphy. I'm an associate manager here with Cracker Barrel. Some of the things today that or tips on hiring. So a few of the questions that we ask is basically if want to kind of know how serious you are about the job. A lot of times we get interviews where folks don't really do their homework before they're hired or before they come to an interview. They don't plan for the interview, and a lot of times that helps us make a decision. We don't always look for the work history. May not always have a work history. And we hire a lot of people that don't have a work history. But some of the things that we look at is are they willing to learn, and are they organized, are they professional, do they carry professional body language, things like that. Have they, and this is not a depending factor, but if someone has done their homework, on their job, maybe looked up something, then it kind of helps us to decide how serious they are about the job. One of the questions that I'll ask typically, and it's a pretty hard question, is tell me about a time that you worked with a team, and what was your role? How did you work together with that team? And because here, especially at Cracker Barrel, you're definitely going to need to use.
Hello, my name is Tina Goodlow. I work at Five Below, and I'm the general manager. Been here since November of last year. All right. During an interview, we ask sort of questions, like, what's your availability and all that kind of stuff. That's not what's really important to us. What's important to us is we need to know how you define yourself. In other words, there's two questions that we're going to ask you, and both of the questions are going to be, number one, what is your strengths? And how many, maybe normally 2 or 3. It just depends on if you look nervous, I'll say 2. If you look confident, I'll say 3. And I'll need you to define each strength and each weakness. So that's 2 questions. What's your strengths and what's your weaknesses? And will it be random of how many we ask you that we need to get. And define that. And be able to do that. And follow through with it. All right, when you're going into a business, any business, doesn't matter if it's my facility or other facilities. I've not only worked for Five Below, I've worked in the car dealership, I've worked in fast food. My number one thing is your appearance, such as your cleanliness. Don't come in with shorts on. Yes, my dress code is shorts and a t-shirt, but that's after you get in the door. Have a clean appearance. Have your hair fixed. Don't come like you just got out of bed or just, been sleeping all day and all night. Come in bright-eyed, smiling, great attitude, because that's what we want to work for us. As a member of management and you're working in retail, your time is limited. So what I'm saying is every minute counts, every second counts. When you're on the floor, you're taking care of a customer. When you're back, you're doing freight. So we do group interviews. What that means is we bring in applicants, 3 or 4 at a time. We go through the whole question. We do, role play. We do all kinds of things to make it fun and get it comfortable to where you can open up and have a sit-down one-on-one interview. That gets you prepared for the actual one-on-one interview. But it all goes the same: smile, attitude, willingness to participate in role play. That tells me what kind of an employee that you're going to be for me.
Hello, I'm Roger McEllier. I'm the manager at Foodland in Elgin. And I'm here to give you some tips on interviewing and interviewing techniques. The problem we have, most of our applicants do not complete their application. They have a section for references that they do not complete. I need to know who you know that I know, or who it is that knows something about you. I need that part completed. And I also need to know if you've worked anywhere, if you've done any kind of job, any assignment that you've done that you have completed, even if it's mowing grass for your aunt, or if it's selling cookies for Girl Scouts. I need some information about, do you have any skills that I need for the jobs that I have open. There are some positions that I have over 200 applicants for, and I need some idea of why I should set you apart from the other applicants. Is there skills you have that you could present to me that would help me complete these jobs?
Hello,
Hello, I am Lana Brown, and I am one of the managers here at Elgin Launchpad. And I just wanted to give you a few tips on what we look for at Elgin Launchpad when we are interviewing someone. So the first thing that we want to, we first notice is that the attitude and the personality of the applicant. We need someone that's got a very bubbly personality, that will not be afraid to talk to clients as they come in. Also not be afraid, like if they're applying for like a court referee position, they're not going to be afraid to tell jumpers that they're doing something inappropriate, or maybe talk to the parents about having their child settle down or things like that. So we need to make sure that they have a very people personality, and they're going to work well with people. If you don't, then this is probably not the place that you need to be. Second thing, we want to know if you know a little bit about the company, like how long we've been here, what exactly we do. We don't want anybody to come in and just say, I need a job, I don't really know what this is, but give me a job anyway. We want to know that that you've done your research and you know exactly what a trampoline park is and what the task will entail. We want to be able to hold a conversation with you. You need appropriate conversation skills, eye contact, things like that. You're not going to just sit there and be quiet. We want to actually, converse with you and see again how well you work with us, as well as how you're going to do with the public. We want employees that are going to represent us well. We are a trampoline park, but no matter if you're going to apply here, if you're going to apply at a restaurant or within retail, you need to be aware that employers are looking not only at the interview, but they're also going to social media, they're going to other places to see what kind of person you are. And if you've put things on social media that would not represent the company well, then you are probably not going to be a good fit for us or anyone else that's going that route as well. Once the interview is over, let us contact you. There's no need in you calling us or emailing us asking if we've made decisions. We will contact you if you have gotten a job here. Also, we do not want anybody to bash old employers, because if you do that, then if you were to work here and then something happened and you're let go, then we don't need our name bashed as well. So whatever happened is in the past, and we don't need to hear that. So that's just a few tips for interviewing here at Elgin Launchpad.
Good morning. My name is Al, and I'm an assistant general manager here at Rogersville McDonald's. A good interview is a person who comes in energetic, okay? Someone who's happy, someone who shows a willingness to want to work. When you ask them questions, they're quick to respond without hesitation. Most of the kids that come and interview don't have work experience, and we know that already. However, we look for kids who show initiative, kids who been part of a team of some sort, are generally kids who work well with others. Personality and attitude carries you a long way if you don't have experience.
Hello, I'm Caitlin McCoy. I am the manager in training at American Eagle. I'm just going to give you a few interview tips. Whenever you come into the store, just make sure you look clean, crisp, and be super outgoing, because we are an awesome group of people to work with. We like to have a lot of fun, but when you come in to interview or you're applying at the store, just make sure you're nice and clean, really confident, you speak up, and we'll just have a good time.
Hi guys, I'm Deanna. I'm the assistant manager at Bath & Body Works.
And I'm Janie. I'm the key holder at Bath & Body Works.
And we're here to tell you about some don'ts when you come asking for job applications.
Don't wear short shorts and tank tops. Don't come from the pool.
Definitely come dressed for the job you want, not for the job you're applying for. And then definitely don't come in with a group of friends or your parents. Be assertive and come by yourself, because we want you to be confident enough to be able to approach us too.
And if you come with your parents because you can't drive,
Don't let your parents talk for you. You want the job, not them.
What we do like is we like really assertive, eye contact, good handshakes, definitely very personable. You have to deal with people all the time, so that's what we look for. And so hopefully we'll see you come in here, but definitely come in if you guys have any more questions. We're always open for them.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Grigsby. I'm the director here at Chick-fil-A in the Florence Mall. And here are some interview tips. Here are some do's and don'ts. Some do's: personal hygiene is a plus. Great eye contact, great personality. We always look for a great personality within the hiree. Some don'ts, I'd probably say, is just negative attitudes. Always not dressing well, and that would be a do as well as keeping a good outlook of yourself. First impression is always a plus. So that would be do's and don'ts.
I'm Angela, and I am a team leader at Hibbett's in Florence Mall. When you interview or when you want to apply for a position it doesn't matter whether it be fast food or in retail, do a little research on the job. For the interview, you want to go in attire that fits. Let's say you're interviewing for a sporting goods store, you want to go in maybe some khakis and a polo. If you're interviewing in a major department store, you might want to put on for the girls like a skirt and a nice blouse. I wouldn't go in full high heels because they might want to walk you around and show you the store, so flats are a little nice. And the majority of your hiring process and your interview process is going to be done online. The application itself will all be done online. Have phone numbers correct, have your phone number, have a good working email address where they can contact you. And if you have applied somewhere, check your email at least daily. I know we check here where I work pretty much daily to see if anyone's turned in an application. Discuss with an adult the paperwork you're going to have to fill out should you get an interview. When you come in for the interview, don't say like I'm saying. And always look them in the eye, shake their hand, introduce yourself, and when you're done, thank them for their time and shake their hand again.
Graham Hill, store manager of O'Reilly Auto Parts in Rogersville, Alabama, one of several stores in the Shoals area. We have stores in North Florence, a new one opening up in Petersville pretty soon. Over here in Rogersville, of course, several Tuscumbia, for example, we have stores over there as well. You know, it's almost a weekly basis. Somebody comes up and asks, what does it take to get a job at O'Reilly Auto Parts? Well, I'll warn you that our jobs are entry-level jobs that turn into careers because we're a company that believes in promoting from within. The people who are higher up in our company now are people that used to work the nights and weekends. They started out part-time. You know, they swept the floors. They'd go outside and pick up trash out of the parking lot. They'd scrub the toilet and do all the little mundane jobs like that. What got them ahead is they showed energy, enthusiasm, and some passion. And not just passion for auto parts or automobiles or racing or anything like that, but passion for people. Because we believe that people is the main thing at O'Reilly Auto Parts. We always say that people don't buy parts from parts stores. People buy parts from other people. And that's our main thing at O'Reilly Auto Parts. So to anybody looking for a job, regardless here at O'Reilly's or somewhere else, I would say bring some passion. I would say to anybody putting in an application, which are all done online, like a lot of companies are, probably the biggest thing that's going to set you apart is not really your background. You know, this is an entry-level position that we can hire for, a part-time position. It's probably going to be your availability. We understand that you have, say, a college schedule. We can work with that. Or if you have a second job, we can work with that. But be very plain and upfront about it on your interview process when you're filling it out online, instead of just checking different boxes and days you can and can't work. It's better for us if you'll just call and have a telephone conversation or come by the store and have a conversation face-to-face about when you can work and why you can or can't work in some shifts. That way we can work together, because that's what we're going to do anyway, is work together as a team. You know, our interviewing process starts with a question. You know, are you hiring? Well, yes, we are. What I tell people to do is go online to O'ReillyAuto.com, go down to the bottom of the page where it says careers and fill that out. But the most important part, and this is where a lot of people fail in the process of interviewing or the process of getting hired on to be a team member here, is you have to come back to me and let me know that you have put that application in. Come back, shake my hand, face to face. Hey, my name is John Doe. I put in my application just like you said so. Still looking for work? Just let me know. That is the step that gets missed every time.